Tell me, how's your summer been so far?
It's been good, just being here with the guys. We had a great offseason so far. Coach Dave Blue has been pushing us a lot. I've gotten to see a lot of togetherness from the group, and we're starting to do a lot of things off the field as well, and it's really helping our chemistry on the field. So really excited going into the season.
Some teammates and coaches have said that you made tremendous strides this offseason. What exactly have you done? What's been your training regimen? Anything different?
I was kind of talking to Coach Cap about this the other day, just reflecting on the offseason and things like that. And kind of right after the Michigan game, my focus was on the 2025 season and just being focused on the things that I can improve and being the best player for my team, whether that's traveling to Atlanta, California, in my free time training, and really dialing in with Coach Dave Blue and his staff and just working on the deficiencies.
What exactly have you been doing with Dave Blue and Coach Cap?
I think the biggest thing is just keeping that mental intensity throughout the workout and being able to sustain at the beginning of a lift or whatever and holding it through the end, and just trying to work on mastering my body and helping grow into this next season.
What have been some technique things that you've been working on this offseason?
Yeah, so I had a wrist injury, so I've just really been working on getting my feet primed and ready to go, and then ever since I got cleared, getting the strength back in my arm and in my wrist, and then recently at practice during camp, just getting confident, throwing my hands, developing my pass protection, and then not leaning and run blocking.
And what are you most looking forward to this season?
To be honest, I'm just really excited for our team and the offseason that we had going into this next year, being able to put good film on tape and just play good ball. I'm excited.
What have you seen from Cam Dewberry and Gino Vandemark?
Both those guys are being very consistent. That's one great stride that they're making from the spring. They're both, you know what you're getting with both of those guys. They're both stepping into leadership roles in our offensive line room, and so those are some of the biggest things.
Parker and Kaden both said that this offensive line could win the Joe Moore Award. Do you feel the same way?
I definitely think that's a possibility. You know, at Alabama we have a very talented group of guys. The biggest thing is just being very nearsighted, focused on what we have tomorrow at practice.
You've been here for a while. What are some of the biggest things you've learned over the course of the last couple of years?
I think the biggest thing I've had to learn, if I had to name one thing, would just be something we talk about: flush it, be 1-0. So whether it's at practice, in the game, whatever it is, wherever you are, if you mess up, flush it, on to the next thing. Worrying about it is not going to change the past. So fix what you have to do and go forward with it.
Gotcha. Tyler Booker is now gone to the Cowboys. What have you really learned from him heading into this season?
Honestly, Tyler Booker's a huge mentor to me, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for Tyler Booker. On the field, off the field, I look up to him in both areas, and I'm just so excited to see him this year with the Cowboys and stuff. We actually talked to him yesterday as a team and got to just ask him some questions and see how his experience had been going. So some of the things I learned is just his urgency as a player. He's urgent, whether it's breaking from drill to drill or in the actual play. He's such an urgent player, and he's the same every single day.
And this was on a Zoom call, I assume? He
wasn't
here?
On a Zoom.
Gotcha.
It was awesome.
Awesome. Let's see. What else we got? Tyler Booker did say that back in October that the person that could fill his role as the leader of this offensive line and just this team in general is Kaden Proctor. How have you seen him as a mentor generally?
So me and Kaden are best friends. He's like family to me, and just to see him step into this new role of leadership, and he's responded really well. He's a guy who loves to lead by example in the past, and he's being vocal, stepping up. But the biggest thing that Kaden does is puts it out there on tape for everyone else to see that he's really serious about this. And so if you're putting good stuff on tape, it's a lot easier for guys to respect you.
Gotcha. Do you have any individual goals this season for yourself?
I think just the biggest thing is to continually improve week to week. That's my biggest goal, and be able to improve from some things that I wanted to fix during spring ball and during camp and build consistency.
Is there a game you're really most looking forward to?
To be completely honest, there's not one in particular that stands out. I'm just really excited to continue on this process.
Gotcha. Any young offensive linemen really been impressing you that could be future big-time players for this team?
Yeah, I think a lot of the young guys are actually standing out to me. One in particular, Will Sanders.
Okay.
He's doing a great job. He stepped up. I think someone either their helmet came off or something, and he ran in with the first team at right guard next to me. We had a good block together. He's just he's stepping up, being consistent with his work, doing a good job.
I think I saw somewhere that he was a tight end for a little bit during practice. How'd that go?
Yeah. So that was, and then during the spring, I think he did some tight end too. So just being a guy like that who's willing to be team first
Right.
play wherever we need him.
And what have you seen from Michael Carroll so far?
He's doing a good job. He's got a lot of raw strength, athleticism. He's doing well, starting to dial in the meetings and learn more and being more of a student of the game. But you see a lot of raw athleticism and strength from him that really gets us and the staff excited.
Are there any defensive linemen that have kind of given you fits during practice, or guys that you're like really thinking like, wow, this guy had a really good rep on me?
Yeah, one person that really stands out when, like, as far as me and him competing is LT Overton. Like, we grew up together, and so we're like family, and we've had the opportunity to battle with each other over the years here at Bama, and so just being able to like try to get an edge on him or him get the edge on me, we keep tallies and try to go back in the locker room and talk smack to each other a little bit. So
nice.
That's a good person to compete with for me.
What'd you learn from like the weeks following the South Florida game?
I just learned, first off, that like we have a very passionate fan base and things like that, and also I think that my preparation for that wasn't where it needed to be, and I remember the feeling that I felt walking off the field after that game, and I just reminded myself, like, some days when I'm tired or whatever, I remind myself I never want to feel that feeling of letting my team down again. And so another thing is just a next play mindset. So when you have one bad play, don't be so enamored by it and be ready to go to the next play.
And just from that game, or is that like kind of a, what's it called, like a mentality from that game that you're going into this season with, like trying to prove the fans that you belong?
I don't think I'm trying to prove the fans or prove anyone. If anything, I'm just trying to, like I said, be able to focus on next play. If a bad play comes, be focused on the next play, and then also hyper-focus on my preparation each week, and especially this early part of camp and stuff, being able to sustain through practice and focus and get better each day.
Gotcha. All right. That's pretty much it for me. I'm just going to ask one more thing. I'm probably going to talk to Coach Blue soon. I'm going to ask him who are the strongest guys on the team.
Yeah.
Would you give me an idea as to who they could be?
I would say three. I'll say three.
Okay.
Would be in the offensive line room, particularly Kaden. Will Sanders has gotten a lot stronger over the years, and then Jaden Roberts.
All right. Awesome.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much.